Hello, hello. Oh, baby! Thank you! And I beat Frank. Beat Frank. Hit that shit, bitch.
Frank is he's acting a little uppity on me today. He's starting to get a little feisty. We're a little late on the start time here, about 11 minutes past the what up next 15? How's it going? Howdy doody. We're just trying to get Frank on here. We're trying to learn a goddamn thing or two about fucking live streaming because we don't often do this shit. In fact, we never do, but we had a cancellation with our guest. As a matter of fact, we recorded that episode with our guest. Oh, there's Frank, but how do we get him in here? Let's see. There we go. Unable to join? Come on, Mr. Frankie Frank. We're all waiting on you. And when I say all, I mean, me and one other guy. That's how these things go. How's it going? I have no idea what the fuck we're going to talk about. I think we're going to talk about a little bit of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as we often end up doing. What else were we going to get into? We might get into this whole, who is it, Eric Garner? Man, I am not a news guy. Forgive me. I'm an idiot. Fuck me for not being more involved with the media. I prefer to live my goddamn life. But for those of you who listen to the podcast, you already know that anyway. Frank is the politophile here, or some sort of file. Frank, I gave you access here. I am waiting on you. Where are you, sir? Get your ass in here. What up, Chef Queasy? Why you so queasy? You got to cook. Hey!
Hey, yeah, this fucking stupid laptop thing wouldn't let me for some reason. Like it didn't have the option, so I was like, "Fuck this."
No one cares how the sausage is made, Frank. They just want to see you whip it out. Why don't you back the camera up just ever so slightly so we can see at least the rest of it? There it is. There's the beautiful man. Nice posture, sir. How you doing, man? So we're only about 11 minutes past the allocated time, so we're not too bad. All things considered. I was letting them know that we did have a rather interesting guest on this weekend. Unfortunately, she was unprepared for the mode of which we operate, I think. So she requested that we take it down. We took it down, but just like our work ethic, we don't quit. We don't quit, right, Frank? Even if I want to.
No, we don't quit. We ain't quitters. Quitters never win, and winners never quit.
Is that how that goes?
That's how it goes.
Yeah. Quitters always quit. Yeah, I guess so. So just never quit. I guess that holds a little bit of water. So what are we talking about today, Frank? I mentioned we might talk Winter Soldier. We might talk this fucking court case. Who is it? Eric Garner?
No, Derek Chauvin and George Floyd.
George Floyd, thank you. Jesus, I had to apologize off the top because I immediately said Eric Garner, and I immediately knew that was wrong, and I immediately knew that at least half the people I know would look at me very dirty for saying that. Personally, I don't follow the podcast. I don't follow our podcast either. I live it. I don't need a fucking. But I don't. Politics is what I was trying to say. That you are the politophile. But I was looking into this. So Chef, how you doing, Chefy baby? Chefy baby, Bobby Booby, Boobylicious. Even quitters won at least one race in their life. Well, they won the race to be the last, I guess. I mean,
no, he's talking about the sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys?
Sea monkeys.
How did they win?
Because, fucker, you have to be the sperm that wins the race in order to live.
Well, all right. Okay. Damn, I really wanted to debunk that somehow, but there is too much logic in that, I guess. Fucking so, my brain don't work that way. How you doing, Johnny? Oh man, so how you been, man? So you force watched me to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier on a weekly basis. I'm really sick of it. I am, but there is some nuances about this show that I like, so we'll get into that as well. So we're talking, but let's get into the politics first. because I'd rather get that bull
Okay.
way that you're forcing me to talk about.
Well, I wanted to start on a light note.
So wait, hold on. So I know. So I mean, I'm not following it because I've just got a lot of shit going on. I'm following the news, but I did hear that he was convicted. And what? So as the sentencing isn't gonna be like what, like 5, 6?
What? I didn't catch the last part. No, the sentencing was yesterday.
No. He was found guilty yesterday, but that thing, like, what is he gonna serve?
Oh,
What's the serve?
well, if this were Texas, it would be death penalty. But I think what he's serving is life because he's got 3 charges. He's got second degree second degree manslaughter is the third one. Second degree murder and third degree murder, and
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, so what's the likelihood that he gets caught on all 3 cases? What's the likelihood they let him off on 1 or 2 of them? Are they going to try and say that he just didn't know any better, so it was involuntary manslaughter or shit like that? Is that what you're saying?
Well, the word that's circling is that the reason why they found him guilty is because of the pressure coming from people, like the day.
Dude, so you know what that reminds me of? Again, not following any of this shit at all. So if I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. I'm completely inappropriate because that's the podcast. So what it harkens me back to is fucking OJ Simpson. Like, it was a huge thing. There was so many eyes on it, so much attention on it that it almost forced the outcome that he would be found not guilty. And then in the subsequent cases since then, it's basically been the exception that proved the rule, right? So that's I think going to be the biggest fear here, is that even though he was found guilty, he's going to end up being the exception that proves the rule. Like, okay, we gave you one, now shut the fuck up and sit back down. Know what I mean?
Yeah, and that had already happened with the previous case.
Hey,
I don't remember.
Hold on. Are you sniffling or is that the mic problem? Blow your shit out. This is live.
No, there's a fucking mic problem with you. You fucking come in and out at the last few words.
Well, that makes goddamn sense.
Yeah, like that. I didn't hear no. I thought Instagram was censoring us because we cursed too much, but I'm like, no, that's not censoring. That's just cutting out the last.
I don't know. What do you guys say, Ed, for you guy that's listening? Let us know how we're sounding. But anyway, so what are we looking at here what are your feelings on this whole case? Do you see what I'm saying as far as the direction I'm going there, equating it to the O.J. Simpson trial?
Yeah, the difference here is that with O.J. Simpson, you didn't have a politician incite violence the day before the sentencing. Because Maxine Waters is at it again. She gathered a crowd.
That had anything to do with it?
No, she was talking about.
I don't think anything anybody could have fucking said would have given us a different outcome to this one.
Because
I think it was just too. There was not a single person who didn't think that if that guy got off, that there would end up being a riot or a fucking uprising of some sort. Everybody knew that this was going to end up the way it was going to end up. It wasn't like the O.J. Simpson case in that case, because the O.J. Simpson case was still pretty fucking up in the air. You still had a lot of people not sure what was going to happen. You had plenty of people as like, sorry, I got distracted. Audio quality is blah, but it's IG Live, so what are you going to do? It's the best we could do. Fuck it all. What the fuck was I about to say?
So yeah, the thing is that Maxine Waters gathered a crowd, or she went to a crowd of protesters, and she said that if this guy is not found guilty, then we need to take to the streets and show that we are serious. And about fucking 40 minutes later, there was a incident. I think it was a car being burned.
That's bullshit, Frank. I'm sorry, man. I'm not on one side or the other. I could give a shit less. Like I said, I don't follow this shit for a reason. It's because it means nothing to me. Whatever. It's all fucking just bullshit. I need to stop looking at these comments because that shit is distracting. I'll let you deal with that, Frank, because I am not.
Okay. So.
No. As far as Maxine Waters' phrasing, it was what again? What exactly did she say? Do you have it verbatim?
She said, go out and show them we mean business. She said other things I can't remember, but yeah, fucking your boy over here is talking about, lol, the judge said that the defense is going to have a solid appeal case due to Maxine Waters' statements. She
Bullshit.
literally said,
Oh, an appeals case.
go
Oh,
burn
I see
down
what
the
you're
city.
saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not how. It's not. She basically played the Trump role here, right? I mean, as far as the uprising at the White House, at the Capitol, I mean, Trump calls for people to stand up and speak up and walk out and show force and all this shit. Then it happens and we blame him. So now Maxine Waters is doing the exact same thing in a different case, isn't she?
But this is the second time she does it.
I don't
The,
care. Still, I mean,
the,
I don't care. I don't care how many times. It's not the first time Donald Trump said something stupid. So I'm just equating, one side to the other, essentially, one case to the other. I'm just pulling from all of these things that I know about. There's the O.J. Simpson trial, and there's the fucking White House shit. I'm just making connections here. You tell me where I'm wrong.
well, I mean,
All right.
you're not wrong
Love
to
it when you say
say
I'm
that.
right too. Don't get me wrong.
Right, you're not wrong to say that fucking politicians do this all the time, but but
But
when someone's life is on the fucking when their neck is on the chopping board, like you have to be careful because the cities were boarding up their fucking buildings, talking about fucking they're scared of riots in the street because apparently so people are saying, yeah, the evidence is clear. Look, the fucking he killed him. But
yeah,
there are some people that are saying that the guy George Floyd couldn't breathe. Uh, he said he couldn't breathe when the cop showed up to him, right? Like when he approached him.
dude.
And this is the problem I have
That,
with this
okay,
case.
okay, okay, okay. I've got to speak up here because that's inconsequential when it comes to the duration of time that he was kneeling on the motherfucker's back. Like, come on now. What was it? Like, neck? Yeah, neck. Well, how long? 9, 11 minutes?
I don't know, too long.
Yeah,
It was
too
too
long
long.
period. There was
Yeah.
nobody at all that ever, like, no cop ever, yeah, on one side or the other that I was saying that, no, yeah, he did right by holding on there. What was it? I don't think anything about curfew. Curfew means I want you all to stop talking. Wait, hold on. I don't know what's going on here. Stop gathering. I don't agree with that. See, this is getting too deep in the woods politically. We're just talking, we're staying on the surface level of this conversation because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're going to get bogged down in the weeds as far as the particulars of the political discussions that are going on in between particular persons as well. We're just trying to fucking feel out the zeitgeist here, man. We're just trying to see. I like to talk about the overall arching feeling of the nation, of these factions of people that we're seeing out there. And like I said, I don't follow it so much, so I'm just trying to break down the nuances of the humanity of it all. The facts, fuck the facts. We're completely inappropriate. We're not experts. We're just here to offer opinions, brother.
Yeah, so the reason why I wanted to talk about it was because I needed to get this off my fucking chest because it pisses me the fuck off. It's like the problem with this case, I'm like you. I'm not on fucking George
Well,
Floyd's side.
hold up.
I'm not.
Okay, I'm getting this now. Okay, he was saying this was the Maxine Water quote. And I mean, if we're gonna break down, if this is verbatim, then let me read it and I'll break this shit down. I mean, I don't see where. Okay, so she says, we got to stay on the street and we've got to get more active. We've got to get more confrontational. We've got to make sure that they know that we mean business. I don't think anything about curfew. Curfew means I want you all to stop talking. I want you to stop meeting. I want you to stop gathering. I don't agree with that. Like, well, I happen to fucking agree with that. I mean, on the surface, out of whatever context it's in, these words in this order make sense to me. You got to stay on the street. If they're trying to enforce a curfew, it's obviously to get you off the street, to keep you from protesting. As long as you're doing it in a calm and peaceful protest and not out there at 3 a.m. rioting, then you got problems. But that's when That's when you enforce law. You don't enforce law and tell people go stay at home because we don't want you outside holding up signs and chanting. And like now, if they're not adhering to a noise ordinance, like if after 11 o'clock you can't be above a certain noise level, all on them. Hey guys, keep it down. Hold your signs up. Hold a candle vigil or something for your protest. You know, you can do these things at all hours of the night as long as you're following the law. The problem is people get froggy at 2. Like Mama said, nothing good ever happens after 2 o'clock in the morning
Wow,
or after
that's
midnight.
what she says.
However, yeah, I don't know. My mom never said that. She never had a reason to. I snuck in and snuck out without her finding out. Except for that one time.
Yeah, clearly she's never been to Australia or Thailand.
I was saying, stupid cop. All right, Chef. I'm gonna call you out. Stupid cop killed a crackhead that was gonna die anyway. Lose. Right. So let the guy die anyway of his own fucking accord. What the hell is wrong? So okay, he was gonna die anyway. So you're gonna die anyway. Let's just fucking sit on your neck for the next 20 minutes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, come on. Relax, homie. Now see, that's just too much. Why are you so angry? Why are you so insistent on this role? Like, crackhead or not, I've been a fucking cokehead. I've been a fucking alcoholic. I've been that dude that fucking just fucking spent every goddamn day of his weekend getting coked up, smoked up, fucking drinking. Now look at me. I got a fucking family. I'm living my goddamn life. And you're saying that that guy didn't fucking deserve the chance to ever get better? In the next 30 years, he could have turned his life around and been like my friend over at the Be Humble gym, where he fucking quit his life of fucking crime and fucking drugs. And he ended up opening up a gym for children who were with disabilities and earned $30,000 on a fucking on just his own fucking accord to open up this gym. So it's not about I don't care about the nuances of why he was fucking pulled over in the first place, why he was going. There's a fucking court of law. You don't believe in it? Fine. You don't have to. You don't have to abide by the laws either. You get caught, you might end up with someone fucking kneeling on your goddamn neck. But I tell you, but killing somebody isn't fucking legal either, man. Just in any guy. And I'm not saying he should be a martyr. I'm not saying anybody should be a martyr. Anybody who fucking dies can be a martyr for something, for any fucking reason or the other. Like, anybody could pull their hero out of fucking anybody. There are plenty of people who still idolize fucking Hitler and fucking Stalin. There are plenty of people who idolize Donald Trump. There's plenty of people who idolize fucking Obama as practically a fucking god. You know, Wakanda, people idolize Black Panther Wakanda just because he's black and a superhero. And, you know, there's martyrs everywhere. Black Panther was a martyr just for fucking dying as a black representative of a superhero. So, and I'm, again, don't care either way. What I do care about is giving a shit about each other in this world. And I wouldn't want anybody kneeling on your neck as much as I wouldn't want anybody kneeling on the fucking crackhead that's been living down the fucking road for the last 10 years. Like, I don't give a shit what your stance is. Let people fucking die of their own fucking accord. What if they fucking OD, they fucking OD.
Yeah, see, that's the bone I have to pick with this case, is that unless you are holding your guts in your hand, and I don't even think that is enough, but unless you're holding your guts in your hands, the cops will not call an ambulance for you. They will question you. They will search you. They will finger fuck you. They will find you guilty, and they will find a reason to slap the cuffs on you. And once the cuffs are on you, you are disqualified from getting a fucking ambulance. And that is some fucking bullshit, because what he should have done was, okay, ambulance is on its way, ambulance gets here, put him on the fucking gurney, handcuff his ass to the fucking gurney, and then do your questioning and finger fucking in his fucking hospital room. But don't fucking say, no, fuck you, you're a fucking crackhead, I'm gonna fucking arrest you, now get the fuck down, I'm gonna fucking put my knee on your neck because fuck you. Because I am the law. No, you are not the law. You are an officer of the law. You are representing the law, but you are not the law. So please, kindly, from the bottom of my heart, eat a fucking dick.
Now, here I take a little bit of umbrage because you're taking a blanket statement again, just like everybody's taking this blanket position again for, you know, BLM or Blue Lives Matter or, you know, one way or the other, everybody's taking sides and factions based on these huge generalities. And you're saying that all cops are acting this way when you know damn well they're not.
No,
The ones that are,
no. I'm saying that's the rule.
I'm sorry?
That's the rule. That if fucking
Oh, we
that
go back
once
to
you
the
approach
exception
somebody.
proves the rule. Well, in my case, the
No, no,
exception
no,
that
no.
I'm speaking.
My problem is that that's the rule. That the cop has to finger fuck you and find you guilty, so he disqualifies you from getting your ambulance. That's the fucking rule. That's the issue I have. Therefore, I think
Well,
every
now
politician, from the
hold
most
on.
junior to the
How
most
is it?
senior,
How do you? First off, how do you know this is a rule? You're saying it's a rule as if it's written in the law, and
yeah,
they're taught this. What can I argue my fucking just thought, and then you can tell me that I'm wrong if you have proof against it. But
no,
I'm thinking that in this case, you're thinking about wizened or not wizened. I hate that term because they're just fucking guys that have been on the force longer. They end up experiencing shit that gets them more and more jaded. They just become more and more jaded to the point where they don't believe the guy when he says he can't breathe. They don't believe the guy when he says that, hey, man, I have a heart problem and I can't feel my left arm right now. So they still handcuff him, throw him in the back. They get jaded to the idea, well, this guy's obviously fucking lying so that I loosen up my grip and he takes off, right? Because it's happened to them so many times before. When you don't see that is when it's rookies out there. And I mean, I've been pulled over by rookies. They are the kindest fucking nice, the young guys. Like, when they're not fucking stick up their ass hard asses trying to prove something, the majority of the time they've been fucking nice to me, man. It's when I get pulled over by the older guys where there's like no fucks given, immediately writing the ticket, no fucking explanation required, just name, number, fucking what's your info, done. Like, here's your ticket. Like, and that's if it goes well. I have had them yell at me to fucking get on my knees when I was out for a fucking jog without a t-shirt on and nothing else on me. But they tried to fucking pull me over saying that I was fucking, and you know who pulled me over? A fucking 60-year-old fucking white guy with his hand already on the fucking pistol when I was already on my knees shirtless with nothing fucking on me. Because, oh, there was a robbery in the area and you fucking were running. I was like, well, I mean, I've got my Apple Watch. You want to see where I was running, officer? I'm real sorry. Do I put my hands behind my head? I was fucking scared shitless, man. Because it wasn't just him. Then all of a sudden, pew, 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 I had fucking 4 cop cars surrounding me during this fucking 2-mile run that I was just trying to get through, all fucking feeling sexy, running across the road.
That incident.
By the way, never ran without a shirt again because I know I got my tattoos. And I know it's just a bad look. I'm a brown boy with a beard with tattoos on. I can't fucking do that. I've got no fucking record. The most I got on my record is being pulled over in the school zone with a bong in my backseat, and they got me on a paraphernalia charge and a speeding ticket. Got the paraphernalia charge dropped because I was a proper fucking gentleman. And the speeding ticket I paid off, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So is it racism? Yes.
Well, I wouldn't call it racism. I'd say it's not a stereotype.
Profiling.
The other word.
Profiling. Let's call it profiling because you know what? If I was a 60-year-old brown man with a beard out there and tattoos just running, they probably wouldn't have pulled me over. They probably thought, I can't run fast. What am I gonna do? Try and run away from the cops? 60 years old, bad knees and shit. Like, so yeah, I was a young man, thin. You know, I was training for a marathon at the time, so I probably looked a little cracked out. Let's face it, I was a $155, I think, at the time. Shit, that's crazy when you're fucking light.
So that incident that you love to bring up so much,
I love it. It's one of my favorite things, man.
That actually happened last night, 2 nights ago. I saw an article yesterday.
Sorry, let's give him some Chef. Luckily, being brown on a Saturday morning isn't as heavy a charge as being black on a Friday night. Look at him coming around to understand it. But what if he does crack, Chef? But what if he does crack? Should we just run him over?
No, yeah. So
that's a callback, motherfucker. I'm gonna call you back.
So there's 2 kids riding a bike. Right, they were riding their bikes on the fucking wherever the fuck they were riding their bikes, and they get stopped by a fucking group, several patrol vehicles, and yeah, they're there with their fucking bellies on the floor and fucking palms to the concrete, and the cops were like. The cops were saying that they matched the description of the suspect. But then it turns out that those 2 were not the suspects. The suspects were on the other side of town. Yeah.
Yeah, same. No, because same. You know the story. It ended up being like some redheaded guy in shorts and a white T-shirt. Like, I'm obviously not redheaded, and I wasn't wearing shorts or a shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, but this made the article because they were black, and right now the narrative is cops are racist.
Oh, Chef just got back on my good graces. He knows how to dig at my heart. He's like, I hate everyone, cops and crackheads. You can find flaws on both sides and not take one. Fuck it, Chef. You just earned yourself a beer. You send me your Cash App. I'm sending you $5 for your next fucking beer, man. Anyway.
You know what I'm
Continuing.
that,
Hey,
right?
let's move on. We're limited on time here. We're getting too excited. This is actually going quite well. Good for us. But let's move on, bro. We've talked about this stuff. Let's what else were we were gonna go through the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and maybe if we got time we'll cover something at the end. But let's just shoot to try and get through one more topic today, because so far we can't be one and done, son. So what's going on with the Falcon, man? So spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, I haven't seen episode 5, but I watched a 20-minute spoiler video on it, so I know about as much as anybody, I think. What do you think, man? What do you have to say about it? You said you had like 5 weeks worth of notes on this shit.
No, not notes, memes. I have a shit ton of fucking memes.
Memes? Memes don't help the fucking recording.
Oh my god. You know, it's just an episode. I was like, okay, let's recap episode 4 and episode 5, you know, connect them, because
So just to segue from Black Lives Matter, you know, this whole thing. Last time we talked about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we were talking about the scene where the cops actually pull them over just for arguing in the street, and they immediately question Falcon for his ID and shit. And it was very obviously a very forced in scene. It was one of the rare times we've seen within the last couple Marvel. The last couple things Marvel's put out, as far as like Falcon and the Winter Soldier and WandaVision, there hasn't been a lot of messaging going on in it, you know, like not overbearing, and that one just really struck home and bothered a lot of people. But so now where are we at? So now, now it's kind of continuing on with this race thing, as far as like Old Man Rivers, the Black Wonder Man.
Yeah, so the thing is, the episode was called Truth. What?
Are you getting distracted there?
Yeah.
I love watching your eyes look, because usually they're glazed over, and this time you're like a dog, like, huh? What was that?
Yeah, I know, because I'm like, I should probably answer, but you know, can you rant for a bit?
I mean, I could. I don't know what the hell I'd rant about, but go ahead. Go take your time. Piss break?
Okay.
This is what happens with live people. We can't cut out the bullshit. Oh, I probably watch my language, because it probably means he's got family in town. But how you doing, Chef? Hey, Chef, are you still there? I'll tell you what. If you're still on in about 10 minutes, we're going to bring you on as a quick guest host. You can do a quick wrap-up of what you've heard us talk about, and throw in your 2 cents at the very end of this, just for being the rad guy that you are. And I'm serious about that $5. I'll send you that $5, motherfucker. All right, so Frank is back, sitting down. Where'd you go? What happened?
Yeah, I went to go unlock the door. So
Were you just watching somebody locked outside your fucking house?
Yes. That episode is called Truth because the spine of it, the meat of it, is a comic book named Truth, Red, White, and Black, which is the story of Isaiah Bradley, the Black Captain America.
Yes, which could... Chef can't join because he's at work. What a little bitch. Go to the restroom for we're talking about 5 minutes. Go to the tell him you got fucking bubble guts and got to drop a deuce. Anyway, we'll rant without you. Well, we don't need you. Frank. I do love that they're pulling so much more from the comic books for these universe. For as WandaVision was, kind of pulling from the House of M, right? Now we're getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier really
right from the comics,
setting it up proper as far as the comic books go. So it's really interesting. Do you think it's going to go the way we think it's going to go? That the comics play it out?
Well, considering that this Friday is the season finale, no, I think it's just gonna be a punch out. This
Oh
next
no,
episode.
I didn't mean by the end of the season. I just mean generally, like going forward the next season. Like, are we gonna end up seeing eventually our Captain America, our Falcon turning into Captain America? Because that's what I'm assuming. I know most people are assuming it's gonna be Bucky, and I get that because Bucky has no trust. Like, and it probably makes a lot more sense because he does, you know, handle the shield a lot more. He is more determined to make the decision to be good. You know what I mean? Where it seems like Sam still kind of struggles with the idea of any sort of power. But I feel like that's where it's going to diverge from everybody's expectations. It's not going to end up being Bucky with the shield. It's going to be, what is his name? Falcon's name?
Oh, Sam.
Sam. Jesus Christ. Uncle Sam. How do you forget this? Anyway, Frank, come on, keep up. So I think Sam's going to be in the captain because they've both been Captain America, though. Yes, I know, but as far as I know, it's too much. There's too many directions it could go in. Because then you got the Wakandans still referring to him as White Wolf, right? So is he going to take up that persona while we end up seeing some sort of, like the spoiler channel that I watched was saying, are we going to see some sort of amalgamation of Wakandan armor, you know, Falcon wings with the shield somehow built into it, you know? Or I mean, it would be cool, but I would much rather see. Okay, so what I think is actually going to happen and what I want to happen are two different things. What I think is going to happen is Sam's going to end up having this brand new suit of fucking Falcon wings from the Wakandans, and you're going to end up with the Winter Soldier as a midline Captain America. I don't think they're going to commit to him being Captain America till like halfway or further through season 2. And in fact, I think they may even be putting off who they want to have. Don't you? Like, it seems like they haven't even decided exactly who they want to carry the mantle.
I think they're gonna stick to the comics in the sense that Bucky became Captain America because Steve died. So then what I think is going to happen is that eventually Sam is going to die, and that's when Bucky is going to pick up the mantle.
Whoa.
Like he did
well,
in
yeah.
Comic
Okay. All right. That's interesting.
Yeah. Like eventually, not at the end of this season, but eventually.
Probably not even the end of next season. That might end up being like a finale. Like, how many seasons do you think this is going to go, man? I mean, even Wakanda, it's really hard to see. I mean, Wakanda, even WandaVision is really hard to see it going 6 seasons, like standard full run show. Usually that when they give a show like carte blanche to just go for it, they give them a standard 6 seasons almost. You know, you see that almost everywhere. 5, you know, if it's kind of petering out by then. Honestly, WandaVision, I don't see going more than 4. Captain America or the Winter Soldier and Falcon, I see that going 6 seasons, but realistically maybe 5. I think 6 might be pushing it. They may be stretching it out too much. I mean, unless this is a whole new thing where they just decide to keep fucking making them like they're fucking comic books. You know what I mean? Like, just keep making issues, keep churning them out. Oh, these guys are too old to play the roles. Kill them off, bring in new blood. Like,
yeah, that's
no
idea.
universes where this could happen. So it may be that these kind of shows are just infinite. It's possible, you know, like, or at the very least they're gonna, you know, spin off after spin off after spin off after spin off after spin off. You know.
Yeah.
Which is
so there's one tiny plot hole. There's one tiny inconsistency that becomes a major fucking plot hole. So Sam is talking about how the legacy of that shield is complicated. And then Isaiah Bradley is talking about, get that shield out of my face because it means it doesn't mean as much to me as it does to a white Captain America.
Yeah,
but
that was kind of janky. I mean, I get it. But
Yeah.
god damn it, dude, I take umbrage with people that fucking hate the U.S. but don't leave it, you know. But then again,
Yeah.
is he allowed to leave? Like, is he kind of on lockdown there? Like, you know, they're watching him. It's not like he just lives there and nobody fucking worries about him. You know that they're fucking got eyes on him like 24 hours a day.
Yeah. So when they were talking about fucking passing down how the shield is a fucking legacy and shit, I was like, I'm pretty sure when they found Captain America, he was frozen with his shield.
Yeah.
And then there was a look back, and yes, he was frozen with his fucking shield.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ah. So then how the fuck, where did they get a fucking shield then if the shield was with Steve for 70 years?
Wait, what are you talking about?
The shield. Captain America's shield.
I mean, how would they not have it? There's time loops through all this shit.
Right. So then, because there's this one channel, I think it was Screen Rant, that was saying, Screen Rant, that was saying that Captain America, Steve Rogers, deliberately created an alternate timeline.
Hold on,
And
Chef is so excited he put this all in caps. Tony, it costs $3,000 in fees minimum to renounce your citizenship. Man, just fucking leave.
no, the guy doesn't exist anymore.
I don't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
the guy's erased from history.
That's no bearing. I'm saying this guy's probably on house arrest. The government won't let him leave. Take it $3,000. I don't care. They'll pay it for him. They just drag him on back.
Yeah. So then.
Yeah. See, Steve goes back in time with the shield. Yeah.
Yeah, he creates an alternate timeline, and then being all old and shit, he travels back to the main timeline and gives Bucky the shield. Okay, if that's the case, where the fuck did they get the shield for the Korean War?
Different timeline.
No, it's the same timeline.
No, it's not. We're
it's
talking
either
about
the timeline.
Even then,
It's either the timeline where Cap was frozen with his shield, or the timeline where Cap kept the fucking shield.
At what age was it? But hold on, this doesn't make it. I feel like I'm not understanding at what point he lost the shield.
No, he didn't. When he went down and froze, he froze with his shield. They found him with his shield. That's the main timeline. So then,
that's true. Hold on, Chef is saying there were multiple Captain America shields. There was just one shield from Tony Stark. That was the
Howard Stark.
Was it Howard Stark made the shield? Oh, he sure did. But I always want to call it adamantium, and it pisses me off that I always say that.
No, because in the comics it's made from vibranium and adamantium.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. But anyways, so yeah, like, because it's the same fucking shield that he had the whole fucking time. Like, where the fuck did they get? Because they're saying.
Look into this. Now I'm upset because now you went so deep on a nuance that I hate that you I wasn't ready for that one. You fucked me.
Because no, you asked, so I'm fucking elaborating on my fucking theory. They're saying that fucking
Chef, I'm gonna stop reading your shit because you can't join us on this fucking live. So fuck off, kindly. We'll review your shit at the end. I'll give you room for questions and comments from you in particular in the last 5 minutes. But how long have we been doing this? Is this over yet?
A while.
God damn it! Why do we still do this podcast?
I'm like, where's my phone? Well, I'm using my fucking phone.
Think about it. All right, so at the end of this, we see Bucky drop off the thing. There's this whole to-do about how he's... Oh, yeah. Did you know Bucky was right-handed the whole time? Who the fuck has a metal arm on the left and then is right-handed anyway? Like,
you would think he became ambidextrous.
Huh?
You would think he became ambidextrous since his left arm is stronger.
At the very least, right? But even then... Oh, this steaming fucking pipe. Maybe I could use this perfect tool to grab and twist it. Like, nope. I never thought about it because, I'm right-handed. Shut the fuck up. You've had that fucking metal arm on and off your goddamn body for the last decade now. I've seen you in the movies. What the fuck are you doing? You get used to it. God damn it. Stupid shit. So, yeah, Marvel's got plot holes. What can you do about it? What do you think about Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Brought it up.
What do you think about Julia Louis-Dreyfus?
Oh, I immediately thought of you when I saw her.
Why?
Cause the things you said on the fucking on the Christmas episode, we're talking about National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and you're like, "Oh, she's such a babe. Oh, her and that guy should have banged in that movie. I don't give a
Oh yeah,
fuck."
they were the hottest couple, dude. That dude was like American Psycho level fucking slick and bodied up. And then it was Julia Louis-Dreyfus in like her fucking prime. Like, come on, I fucking loved her. How do you not? She has the perfect like attitude. Just fucking confident, funny, and like just stupid. I love it. It's me as a female. I'd fuck me if I had a vagina.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's never like stupid funny. It seems stupid, but it's smart comedy. It's smart funny. That's what it is about her. You know, she fits so well. That's why Seinfeld. It was an
All right,
TV
so
show about nothing.
shut up about Julia. I wanted to know about what you thought about her character and what do you think is going to come from her?
I think she is the evil Phil Coulson. Like she's gonna bring the band together. She's gonna bring together
Okay,
these
well then,
characters that are gonna form the Dark Avengers.
sure.
Or maybe
So if she is the Coulson, then who would end up being the Nick Fury, the new Nick Fury of this?
Thunderbolt Ross, the general that was always after the Hulk.
I mean, so there's the theory. So who is this white girl that keeps popping up in places? Do you know what I'm talking
White girl.
I was trying to figure it out, but I ran out of time.
White girl, like dressed in white, or like a Caucasian
I
girl.
think she had something to do with like, God damn it, I don't know. Didn't do enough research. I'll drop the question. Fuck off.
Okay.
All right. So anything
No,
else?
like as in you're gonna forget about it. Okay, I thought you were gonna drop it as in you were gonna put it in a post later on.
Oh
Like,
no,
hey, who's
no idea
this
what I'm
chick in
talking
white?
about. So I'm not going to try and talk
Okay.
about it. Not that that
Okay.
stopped me before, but in this case, I really know nothing about it. I just don't remember who she is. She's some pretty skinny white blonde girl who was seen in a suit on the phone with, I think, it was
Oh,
with,
you mean Agent 13?
yes.
Sharon Carter.
Yes. Sharon Carter? Is that the
Yeah,
daughter
it was Peggy Carter.
Okay, yeah. Yes. Her. Do we think she has anything to do with the faction that's gonna be building up right now?
Everyone's suspecting that she is the power broker, but keep in mind that they refer to the power broker as a he. So no, I think she's just playing both sides.
That means nothing in today's climate. Nothing.
Right.
Just because they're using the he pronouns doesn't mean it's a he. Like it could just be somebody posing. Come on now. All those power suits. It's all women that we've seen. I mean, the only man that it could be. Oh, that was another cool thing. The Baron von Flanagan, Baron von Ross, Baron. What's
Baron von Strucker or Baron Zemo?
Zemo. Zoltan. So Baron Zemo is going to that. He's going with the Wakandans, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now, who was the guy? Fuck. This is the last bit of information I wanted to talk about. There was somebody going to that same prison that they had sent Cap to. Remember that big circle prison in the ocean?
Yeah, the Raft.
The Raft?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay, so there was somebody going there. Who did they just send there?
Before what?
No, yeah. Go ahead, tell me.
No, they sent Patsy Walker. I keep thinking Patsy Cline. No, Patsy Walker, the cat lady from Jessica Jones. Who the fuck else did they send?
Yeah, see, that's who I want to know who's in there, because if there is a maximum security prison for supervillains and nobody's busted them out yet, except for, wait, did they do that in not Birds of Prey, the first one? With that's DC.
Oh,
different fucking.
yeah.
Universe. Let's not worry about it. So that's what we're missing. That's what we're missing in the Marvel universe, a big jailbreak.
Yes, that's what's gonna happen. The guy in charge of that is Thunderbolt Ross, and he creates a team of supervillains that come off as heroes or pretend to be heroes, called the Thunderbolts. because that's his nickname, Thunderbolt.
Okay.
So I was like, you are the Thunderbolts, and the leader of it is Baron Zemo, who does a Captain America style has a Captain America style costume, but he's called Citizen V. I guess V is for victory. I don't know.
Oh, that's adorable. Wait, who are you talking about now?
But Baron Zemo.
Okay, now what about the guy who plays Captain America right now, who's just got, disbarred, disbanded, disqualified? What am I looking for?
Yeah, he got, other than an
Honorably
honorable
discharged as Captain America.
Yeah, it's said that he is going to be the leader of the Dark Avengers. The Dark Avengers, yeah.
Oh, yes. Dog, I'm down for that. I am down for that. That makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. I am down for that because at the end of this last episode, you see him building making his own shield and shit, right? And going same color scheme, but maybe it's going to be reversed. Instead of red, white, it's going to be white, red, some shit. Who the fuck knows?
Well, apparently they didn't add white to his costume because white means innocence and purity.
Yeah, purity. Yeah, honor. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. So let me ask you now, just to wrap up the show, to bring it back to the personal. What about this, this veteran losing his shit and killing people in the way that he does, using the shield, symbolizing America and the properness of America. How do you feel about that, man? Because personally, I feel like it's putting a real ugly light towards the armed service. Like these guys that are severely struggling coming back from this shit, they're going to be seen as monsters. Like, oh shit, they could snap at any second. I feel like that's what we're kind of teaching kids watching this show. Granted, kids shouldn't be watching this fucking show, even though it's on Disney Plus. Kids should not be watching this fucking show. Am I right or wrong on that?
Yeah. I think it's like for teenagers. I don't know.
Yeah, but no. Watch it after the season, after the first couple episodes. No. What was it? WandaVision we watched for a little while. And then he just got straight bored of it because there wasn't enough violence. And then I wanted him to watch this, but right off the bat, you get people fucking getting blown up and arms getting ripped off. And it's a lot for a 8-year-old kid with autism asking, Daddy, will his arm come back on? I hope so, son. I mean, he's the good guy.
Well, that's where you tell him, like, yes, son, they're playing pretend. We're pretending that he got his arm.
Fine. I mean, that I can explain away. But then you get to the point where the guy's literally taking a shield and slamming it on a couple guys' heads and trying to do it to the other good guys too. Like,
it's pretend. They're making it look like he actually did it, but he never did.
I've got limitations for my son. If other people want to do that for their kids, more power to them. But I'm trying to raise a lover, man. This kid, all heart. We're pacifists a bit in this house. Granted, I'm a pacifist with several guns in the house. I'm not a fucking idiot. But anyway, I just wanted to get your opinion on that, man. So how do you feel about...
I think they are shining a very necessary light on what needs to be talked about.
But they're not. They're addressing the extremeness of it. But they're not once was it ever mentioned that this guy might have PTSD. It's just,
I think later on. But later on, when they explore the character,
I'm sorry, but I think it needs to be discussed off the jump. Nobody, because for the entire 5 episodes, this guy's slowly been cracking. And we've been seeing it. And the other heroes have been seeing it. Nobody says, my problem is that it's never addressed as if, like, hey, this guy has been through a lot of shit. I know we have as well, but he just came back from these tours. Maybe we should try and talk to him. It's never, ever taken to that point. It's always taken to, well, we need to get the shield away, and then we'll address it through the court system. I was like, where's the fucking humanity? Where is the fucking trying to be friends with the guy? I mean, this is just about taking my shield. Like, that all happened way too quick. I mean, in a bad situation. I think they could have done a lot more to de-escalate that situation. Like, sitting the fuck down. The guy was pacing back and forth after seeing his best friend fucking destroyed in front of him.
Yeah, that what you're referring to was addressed in the Winter Soldier, Captain America 2. Because remember, that's how they found Sam. Sam was a counselor for veterans, and that's what he was doing, talking things out, fucking walking
So how
veterans
more
through their
fucked up is
PTSD.
it? How much more fucked up is it that he's faced with the most dramatic example of this and doesn't address it once?
Because he's a bad guy. Like, he's got to punch it out with him. Maybe in the next episode, he'll be like, "Hey, man, let's talk about
Once
this."
he's
Because I
behind bars,
feel,
right? Once he's
yeah,
behind that
maybe I don't know.
safety plexiglass or whatever the fuck they got. That nanobot fucking clear shit, whatever the fuck they're using. God damn. Well, thanks for sharing your fucking opinion. So you think it's gonna lead to a discussion of it at some point?
It could, not necessarily by Sam, but
Would you
maybe they.
if it's not addressed at all, or do you
Well,
consider it another part of fucking entertainment?
no, I think the idea was to get people talking about it. Like, yeah, fucking veterans go through this; they feel this way, and it opens a conversation for those watching the show. Like, hey, man, what are we gonna do about our veterans?
Sure.
Well,
Now,
yeah.
of course, I get the argument could be made that, again, I don't know the old man's name, the Black Captain America, quote unquote.
Oh, Isaiah Bradley.
So Isaiah Bradley basically is playing that role. He had extreme PTSD. He was experimented on, and he came out just wanting to live his life and did what he had to do to make that. But again, there's never a discussion of the process he went through. He just says, "This happened to me. This is where I'm at now." Where's the process being discussed? And I'm not, I'm happy that they're not forcing certain messages in all the time. But this is a big one. That is basically the entirety of the MC universe, of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is that every single character has gone through the most traumatic stuff. Every subsequent movie or show that comes out is them dealing with the traumatic stuff. But then when it comes to the military characters, they're not showing them dealing with any of their shit. It's just like, are you over it yet? Because we need you back fighting. Didn't they do that with Sam? Like, Sam was like, "I'm out." He didn't want to help out. Or maybe I'm thinking of the other Iron Man dude. Am I racist that I don't know any of the black characters' real names?
Oh, it happened.
Realize that. Jesus Christ, if I gotta ask, shit. I feel real bad about myself right now.
Yeah. What was I gonna tell you? That I don't know. Oh yeah, that's the way it is in the military. It's like, man, I'm fucking I got PTSD, I'm depressed because I just fucking we just lost my boy. They're like, okay, you good? Yeah, okay, because we got a fucking firefight going on. We need you.
So, okay, so it is showing, like, I mean, it's wartime. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying that's the soldier's role. That's what they do. That is what a service member will do in that moment. So they're honoring that ideal, that heroism, that immediate, up to attitude. Fantastic. But there is a lot of these movies where they're not at war, and it is the in-between time, and you see these characters hunched over. It's always the same scene. It's this one. Where they're fucking, for those of you just listening, they show the profile of the person hunching over, sitting down, and they slowly look up with this fucking dead look on their face, as if like all hope has drained from themselves. That's the most we get out of any fucking sort of PTSD scene, until you get to like WandaVision, where the entire fucking show is a PTSD hallucination, right? That she's fucking forced.
I wonder what happened to that in the fucking mid 80s to mid 90s, where that scene, the way it would be played out is that it'd be a shower scene, and they'd have their hand on the wall and just looking down and the water dripping, and then they just look up.
Oh, the 90s, yeah, the 90s shower scene, like where the world, like everything just hits. But that was when everybody was on. Like every scene was like every movie had like that drug scene, that party scene where they got too fucked up and had to shower, and then they like realize they look up in the mirror like barely able to open their eyes and shit like they wipe the screen, they wipe the mirror down, and they look at themselves all disappointed, and then they wash their face, and then out the door. Every fucking movie. All right, man. Well, we've fucking gone through about as much as we can. Chef, last chance, motherfucker. You're in the restroom? You ready to go? Come on. Come on. 10, 9. I'm not doing that. Frank, this has been fun, man. What do you think? How did you like this first live show?
I think we need some fucking YouTuber friends so they can walk us through how to fucking do this on YouTube, man.
Or just fucking Google it, motherfucker. How did you not figure this out all day? I'm at work, motherfucker. You have nothing to do. What were you doing today that you couldn't figure this out ahead of time?
I was looking for what the fuck to talk about. I'm like, fuck, there was so much going on fucking last week.
You did,
but
did we?
It happened.
But,
fucking...
You suck. This has been another episode of the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. I've been Anthony, along with Mr.
Frank.
And remember, you can find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with comments, questions, or concerns. And Chef, that's not true. I've had friends do up to 3, I think. But anyway, find us at completelyinappropriatepodcast@gmail.com with any comments, questions, concerns, or if you want to recommend anybody for us to have on the show, we're more than happy to take recommendations. Send them our way. We like meeting new friends. Remember, you can find us at CI Podcast on Instagram, Completely Inap with 1P on Twitter, and anywhere you found us, you have you have earned a cookie. Good for you. Go buy one. Frank, are we done here?
Yeah, sure.
Or are you trying to get a message out?
No, I'm going through everything. I'm like, wait,
why let me see. There we go. I got to invite you, too. You got to let me know when you're requesting. All right. Let's see if we can get Chef on here for the wrap-up. You there? You there? You there? You there? We're waiting. We're waiting. It's that slow connection. See, once I clicked this for you, Frank, it took you like a good minute. I was like, all right, well, I guess he hasn't figured out how to hit a fucking button. Sure. Same problem. Hey, well, in the meantime, I'm going to tell you what you have to do with this video. You have to save it. You have to upload it to YouTube. And also, go ahead and put that on Podbean for me, too, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, great.
I don't know how to do that shit.
Oh, come on. You can extract
the Podbean. I don't know how to do it on fucking Podbean. Hey, look what it is.
Bobby Booby. Look at him in his mask all proper and shit. Hold on. We need to be quiet. Shh. They might hear him speaking to some brown boys miles away.
Can't have that.
Hello, gentlemen. Long time no see.
Hey, is it okay that you're associating with Mexicans?
No.
I knew it. This is why you had to hide, right? Dude, I'm at my NRA meeting. I can't fucking get on camera right now.
What? I'm actually in a very progressive company's building.
Are you? Well, that's kind of
yes.
cool. Good for you.
That may or may not have 2 O's in the middle of its name.
Wait, who's this? We can't parlor at work, but it looks like you got a friend that's getting mad at you for. You're busted within seconds of this shit. Within seconds, you just got busted. How fucking shameful. Brown Boy Summer. Woo, party in the USA. Oh my God, we haven't even talked about Chad. Is it Chad or Chaz? What the fuck is his name?
What?
Chad. Fucking Rasta boy. The guy talk big Schmidt, man.
Hey, the Chad president was actually Chad though, so you gotta give him credit.
No, yeah, he really was fucking good at that fucking. What's it called? Padme? I don't fucking know. Anyway, Chef, what'd you think of the episode? What you want to give us a quick rundown of what you heard us fucking bullshit about, and any last fucking opinions you want to get in before we sign off here?
It's a pretty solid episode. I'm really looking forward to how they wrap up that Flag Smasher group, because of it used to be like it wasn't like a super villain, it was like an anti-hero. in the comic book, so it's interesting to see how they do that. That's what I'm really interested in, a lot of side characters and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really building it up. I love how nuanced it is. That's what I was saying somewhere in the beginning a bit, that I really enjoy how it's pulling so much from the comic books that even the style of the references they make, like if you haven't been paying attention, it's almost like if you haven't nerded out on it and watched like videos breaking down what you've seen, that you'd miss a lot of this shit. Like the fact that Julia Louis-Dreyfus's hair had that purple streak in it, indicating that she may have been one of those what was it, Agent 47, or like Madam Hydra is also another speculation that she may be playing her. So I love all those tidbits of information that you can only find if you're willing to geek the fuck out and find it on YouTube. But yeah, man. Hey, so anything else you want to say? Sorry, I fucking took over your whole little fucking 5 seconds of fame here.
No, I mean, it's cool. It's good to see you guys. And I owe you guys a beer, so you take the $5 you were going to give me for that one, and you go buy another one.
All right, Frank, I'll have your half. Oh, we got to order some more mead. That's what we got to do. We got to get some more mead in here. All right, man. This has been another episode of the Completely Inappropriate Podcast. Frank, Chef, why don't you give us some words of wisdom from white America?
Be born the right color, and you won't have a problem.
Hey, someone's man. I don't know.
Hey,
that was amazing.
I told you how I feel about things, but I do acknowledge the fact that I can go, oh, hello, officer, and usually get off with things.
Oh, yeah, no, I understand. And again, I can pass as upper middle class, homogenized Hispanic, so I'm pale-skinned enough for a Hispanic that I can kind of get away with it. I just look like a really tanned European. I don't fucking know. I'm done with this episode. We've been doing this.
I have to hop off anyways, too. So
all right,
you
get
guys
the
do
fuck
your
back
closing
to work.
things.
You're about to get fired. Go. Get on Parlor, too. Quit fucking with that shit, you perv. All right, Frank, what do we tell the lovely listeners?
Be excellent to each other.
Find your motherfucking happy people. Try to be better today than you were yesterday. Frank, he comes from his mama. He likes because he's nasty. Nasty. Frank, love you, buddy. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Frank, hang up already.
Oh, me! I don't know how to do this shit.